What you need is a size 5.5mm crochet hook. You will need some cotton yarn, some scissors, and a tapestry needle for weaving in all your ends. Once you have all of these materials, let's head over to the table and get started. See you soon! We are going to start our pattern with a chain of 10. So go ahead and take your hook, grab your yarn, and create a slip knot. And we are going to start chaining 10. So once you have 10, I'll meet you back, and we will start row 1. Once you have your 10 chains, we're just going to take our hook and insert it into the second chain from the hook. Pull up a loop and single crochet. And we're just going to single crochet all the way across the row until we have a total of 9 single crochets. So go ahead and do that. And I'll meet you back for row 2. To get started on the first 3, we are just going to chain 1 and turn our work. We are going to work across the next 3 single crochets. Go ahead and insert your hook through that first stitch. Create a single crochet. Do the same for the next one. And work into that third single crochet. We're going to chain 1. Turn our work and do the same thing once again. So just single crochet across those 3 stitches. To finish the top, we're just going to chain 1, turn our work, single crochet into that first stitch, then yarn over and double crochet into the second stitch. Chain 1, yarn over and double crochet again back into that same stitch. And we're going to finish it off by single crocheting into that last stitch. To reach the base of the leaf, we're just going to slip stitch across the raw edge. You don't want to do it too tightly or it will start to bend. And then slip stitch right into the base. And there is that first little petal. To start the middle leaf, we're just going to grab our hook and single crochet across the next 3 stitches. So there's 1, 2, and 3. We're going to chain 1, turn our work, and single crochet across the 3 stitches 3 more times. So just go into that first stitch, single crochet, go into the next one, go into the third, so we're going to chain 1 and do it 2 more times. So flip our work, single crochet across the row, chain 1, turn over, and do it one more time. To finish the top, we're just going to chain 1, turn over, single crochet into that same stitch, yarn over, double crochet into the next stitch, we're just going to chain 1, and double crochet again into that same stitch, and we're going to finish the top by single crocheting into that last stitch. To get to the bottom of the base, we're just going to take our hook and slip stitch across the raw edge, just like we did for the first petal. And just slip stitch right into the base. And that forms our second petal. We are just going to repeat the first petal that we did for our third leaf petal. So go ahead and single crochet across the last 3 single crochets. There's 2 and 3. We're just going to chain 1, turn our work, and work another row of single crochet across these last 3 stitches. And there's 2, and 3. Chain 1, turn our work, and we're going to work the top of this last petal. So grab your hook, single crochet once into that very same stitch where you chained 1, yarn over, double crochet into the next stitch. We're going to chain 1, yarn over, and double crochet again into that same stitch. To finish the top, we're just going to single crochet into that 3rd stitch. And there are your 3 petals, and that finishes the top half of your leaf. To start the bottom half of our leaf, we're just going to slip stitch across the raw edge of the side here. We're going to do that until we reach the corner. Now that we've reached the corner, we are just going to single crochet these 2 spaces together. So there's 1, there's 2, and single crochet once into the next 5 spaces. And they should be pretty easy to see because they are tiny holes in the bottom of the chains. There's 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that leaves you with 2 more stitches, and we're just going to single crochet those 2 stitches together. Chain 1 and turn your work. For the second row, we are going to single crochet across, and you should have a total of 7 single crochets. And I'm just going to work over my tail here, and you guys can leave it out and weave it in at the end. And just remember, you're single crocheting once into each of these stitches. Now I'll meet you at the end of the row. At the end of the second row, we are just going to chain 2, turn our work, and work a single crochet into the second chain. And that single crochet forms a little point that we sometimes see on the maple leaves. Work our next single crochet into the joining stitch. Just go ahead, grab your hook, go into that single crochet once, and then we are going to single crochet 2 together with the next 2 stitches. We're going to single crochet once into the next stitch, single crochet 2 together into the next couple of stitches, single crochet once into that last stitch, chain 2, turn our work, and then work a single crochet into that second chain from the hook. And this will form the last row of the leaf. We are just going to single crochet into the next 5 until we reach the end of the row, which is right here. Two, 3, 4, and 5. There's the bottom of your leaf. We're just gonna grab our yarn, leave along this tail, and snip it off. Yarn over, and just tie it off. And that's what your leaf looks like right now. You want to grab your yarn needle now, and with the tail, just thread it through. And we are just going to sew the tail right through that little point right now. So we are just going to weave our end all the way until we reach this middle stitch. So go ahead, grab your hook, and weave until you reach that middle stitch. Just gonna take off our yarn needle for the side for now. Flip our work over, grab our hook, insert it into the top of that middle stitch, grab our tail, and we're just gonna yarn over and chain 5. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Once we've got our 5 chains, we are going to slip stitch all the way back down the 5 chains. So just remember to skip this first stitch and slip stitch the next 4. And that forms the tail of your leaf. There's 2. And there's the last one. And we're just going to slip stitch right into the stitch where we came out of. And there we go. That forms the tail of your leaf. Go ahead and grab your yarn needle. And we're just going to weave in the tail through the back. That will finish off a little leaf applique. So because cotton is really malleable, you can just grab your little corners and pinch them and pull on them and just make your little leaf applique a little bit more pointy. And that also makes it a little bit more realistic. So if you guys want to find some more information about this pattern and where I got it, this is from the Jada and Stitches channel, and I will link the original written pattern down below so you guys can see and access it for yourselves. And I hope you guys have enjoyed learning how to make this leaf applique with me. And I hope to see you all next week. Goodbye!